any of you that has a hard time, that is kicked out of that's kicked out, meaning that your email is not in the link. So send it to me. I think she's in the waiting room now, and so I'll just give her an opportunity to come in, and then she'll do her introduction and all. All right? She'll do her introduction and just take it from there. All right? Everybody ready? So you guys should keep her engaged. If she asks a question, you guys should follow in and all that. Okay? If you are kicked out of the room or you're finding it difficult to join, send me your email in the digital marketing group. Okay? All right. So let's go. Hello, Sylvia. Hello, Sylvie. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Sylvie? Sylvie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Awesome. Awesome. Sylvie, so you're welcome. Everyone here is anticipating to hear from you, to learn from you. Nobody here knows you, so with time, I will hope that everybody here will be able to pick something that you're doing that will be able to impact them. All right. Just to give you a bit of background on the people that are on the call. These are some of the student leaders, some of the students in about 400 universities across Nigeria. So this is a certain group of them that chose made the decision for mentorship, like I mentioned to you. And so my goal is to get them to the place where they can move from 0 to 100, knowing that the world is experiencing digital transformation. The jobs of today are not the same jobs that were of before. There are other opportunities that are out there that people could take advantage of. And when I saw this, I said, you really need to speak to them. So I really appreciate you sparing out your time to come and speak to them. I'll let you have the room now, and then take it from there. Okay. We can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can. Yes.
Yes. So thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. And I'm super delighted and excited to be here with you all this evening. And there'll be a lot to share, especially when it comes to social media. And yeah, I'm happy to share what I've learned in my journey and where I am right now and what I've been able to achieve for the past 3 years that I've been working with social media and how we can maximize the chance and actually take advantage of how the world is evolving and the changes that are happening, like the AI and so many other things. Yeah. Good evening. Good evening. I guess you're muted.
Okay, so
Yeah.
over to you. Take over, right? I'll go into the crowd as well. So over to you.
Oh, over to me. So, okay. All right. So, I've been in the YouTube journey I've been majoring with faceless YouTube. That's what I've been doing for the past 3 years now. It started back in 2020 when I lost my job and I had to go back home and figure it out by myself. So I went back home and I thought of
Hello,
doing.
Sylvia. Hello, Sylvie.
Yes,
So first things
yes.
first. I don't think most of them know. I don't think most of them know when you say go back home. They don't know what that means, right? So you have to be able to explain to them what go back home means, where you were, that you had to go back. I want you to be I want to be as literal as possible, and don't worry, be comfortable. I want to be as literal as possible so that they can learn a lot from you. All right.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
when you say your journey faceless content, they don't really know what that means. So I want you. It maybe one person might know, but we want it that there are different people across board. So we want everybody to be able to take something. All right.
Okay, so I guess first I do introduce myself, right? So
That's
my
it.
name is Sylvie Nyambura Kangeta. I am from Kenya, the east of Africa. That's where I come from, but currently living in the UAE. That's where I've been living for the past, in total, we can say this is my sixth year in total, but I had to go back home as I had was mentioning when I lost my job back in 2020. So when I do say I went back home, that's what I mean. I left UAE and went back to East Africa, Kenya, and that's when my social media journey started. So okay, someone wants to join. So should I? Okay, okay. So I've been majoring with social media, to be specific, YouTube. That's what I've been doing. And with social media nowadays, as you may have heard, you really don't have to show your face, especially if that's not your thing. So the faceless content has been everywhere. It has been on TikTok, it has been on Instagram, very much on YouTube. I guess most of you might be watching most of these channels, but you really might not have known how they're making money on their end. But it's super lucrative. It's a very great place to be, and also you can always choose to show your face. It doesn't matter. But if you're the type who is kind of introverted a little bit, you can always choose to make money while not showing your face. So I was working in the entertainment industry, bulldozer, back when I was in the UAE before COVID hit. And once COVID hit, we had to close down the entertainment industry. Places that we were working on with, and I had to go back home. So when I went back home, I really didn't feel the back and forth, like someone really taking, like, things outside, things controlling how my earnings are gonna be, because going back home meant no income. It meant that I had to, just start from zero. So it came to me that I felt that the need to do something on the side, and I thought, I was taking a course. So I did take a course back in 2020. I really didn't know what I was doing. It was about a faceless YouTube channel and how you make money through the rain sounds, the meditation, and so many other things. So I thought of I thought of taking the course. I did take the course, but I didn't do much with it. So for the first year, I was just playing along. Never had been on YouTube, never made money, barely on social media, never showed my face. So I was literally not knowing what I was doing on YouTube, and life was lifing back in 2020. So I didn't actually give it a go up until 2021, around June. That's why I did pay attention to the YouTube niche, and I started posting content on YouTube. Well, it didn't go viral up until 2021 of December. And in 2022, May, I was able to come back into the UAE on my own, as my own, and that's what I've been working on ever since. So it's been a great journey with ups and downs as well, and understanding the social media uh, place and how it works, and so much that I've been able to learn, which I want to share today. So I would like us to kind of, so that I can be able to know that everyone is getting what I'm saying. Anyone with a question? So far, so good. Yeah. So yeah, thank you. So I just see. So well, I will say that, when it comes to YouTube faceless content, the first thing one is supposed to have in mind, or what I have learned in my journey, is that it's very lucrative, and mostly we do get to earn through Google Ads. So what happens here is that you make content for the audience, And then Google, the ads that you see popping on YouTube every time you're watching, that's what actually pays. Is not the YouTube itself. YouTube itself will barely pay maybe not more than $20 for even millions of views. But Google AdSense is where the money is. So the first thing I did was get a Google AdSense pin, which was which helped me now get monetized on YouTube. And as you know, or maybe have heard, or maybe you've not heard, when it comes to YouTube monetization, currently it's very easy to get monetized on YouTube. You really don't have to wait for 6 months or months or months of posting content. Right now, it's very easy. There are guys who really have mastered the art of the algorithm and how to do it so well. So you get monetized in literally within 4 weeks. So all you need to do, some even go ahead and ask about having 3 videos where you get to make content. Maybe you talk about anything random, doesn't have to be a specific niche, but show your face. That's the very first step when it comes to YouTube monetization. You have to show your face during the monetization process. It's very essential here. It's also very essential to use your voice, not AI voice. That only happens once you're monetized. Once you're monetized, you can change the whole game. But before monetization, most of the websites will ask you, for the monetization websites will ask you about having 3 videos, making sure that it's like 30 minutes long or 1 hour long, and from that they can work with those specific videos, get you 4,000 watch hours, and they get you the 1,500 subscribers. They don't use the bots. Bots are not monetized by YouTube. I really don't know how they work with that, or what exactly they do, or if they have a page whereby they tend to have, people clicking, or I don't know what happens in that specific area. But there are websites which will ask for 3 videos or 1 video, 60 minutes long, and they will go ahead and have you monetized. So once you get the watch hours and you get the subscribers, within 4 weeks they are able to attain that, so you can go ahead and apply for your monetization. So now it's not like the previous times where you had to wait for months before you were monetized. This is actually something that I did follow. I didn't have to wait for months before I was monetized. Within a couple of weeks, I think within 3 weeks, I was monetized. And then there was the Google AdSense. But there is something about the Google AdSense when it comes to location. Some of these locations, they stay quite a long time without getting the pin, but it's not always a problem, because even when you make money, even when the pin comes to you, like for me, it didn't come to me, it didn't ever get to me. So after trying for 4 times and YouTube never sent the pin, so I had to kind of get the pin online. So YouTube will get you the pin online, and I had made money prior. So the prior months that I had made money, I was able to get the same money, like it didn't get lost. So over and above that, I've not been into a specific niche. Now, this is something that I would like to talk about when it comes to passion, or maybe niche, choosing your niche. What happens is that I will not, unless it's something that you're really passionate about and you want to share with the world, and you feel like it's a message that you need to bring out there, or it's something that makes you you. But if you treat social media as a business, maybe you can treat it as a business, and you don't really have to have a certain niche and focused on just one niche. It's good to try out. Like I've tried out, I've covered over 9 niches personally, and I even right now I would not say that I have a specific niche that I do focus on. What I do is that I try to go by the trends. So in trends, what I mean is that you have to pay attention first to your audience and see what it is that they resonate with. So once you see and study how your algorithm is going, how you're getting to to post your videos and all these things. So you can always hope on trends. I mean, trends, it's something that has made money for most of the people, whether it be drop shipping or some business or some product, a winning product, or when it comes to social media, you hear about the trend sounds and all these things. Trend is something very key when it comes to making money on YouTube if you're treating it as a business. It's good to hope on trend. Take your time, look at what's trending on YouTube. And for instance, if you see a channel with only 5,000 subscribers, but there is a video that went viral, maybe it had over 200,000, 100,000 views over the past not less than 3 months, like from 3 months, like not older than 3 months. So that's a very good niche to check and write it down and see. Because now when you're doing, like, you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a faceless YouTube channel, for instance, and you want to treat it like a business, not like something you're passionate about, it's important to write down several niches. Well, I'm not gonna come here and tell you about motivation, inspirational videos, or tech or whatever, because it goes by the trend if you want to make money. Because even for me, what actually made me get to my first good earning, that enabled me to get back to the UAE, was trend. Even right now, as we speak, we hope we are still on trends. Trends is where the money is. But on the other end, you also need to pay attention to your audience. So your audience are the ones who are going to tell you what it is that they enjoy most. So for instance, you're into space, maybe you chose space as your niche. And that time, what was working with space, maybe it was things that NASA and James Webb telescopes and what all these things and what they discovered in Mars and all these things. Then came Elon Musk. He was trending back in 2021, 2022 a lot. So Elon Musk, and maybe you're in the space niche, you have to now couple it up with SpaceX. And what SpaceX and this other one for the blue, whatever, the NASA, and kind of make it something lively, something catchy, something attention grabbing, but also hope on trends. You see, you're not leaving your audience behind. And then from there, with Elon Musk, and then they get to enjoy the content about Elon Musk, came Tesla and the Cybertrucks and all these things. And then the trend was keeping up and keeping up, came so many things. So this is something that you need to proceed. And right now, someone who's really going viral is Trump, and what he's doing with the entire world, and the superpowers and the competition. So you're still in the space channel, you maybe are still in the space niche, and you still want to work with your audience and still want to hope on trends. So you want to see the superpowers, like maybe China versus the US when it comes to space and all these things. So this is how you kind of hope on trends. You don't start something from scratch. You have to reverse engineer what has worked and what is proving to work at that particular time. And on the other end, you have to kind of pay attention and have in mind that you have an audience to cater for and give them value. And one of the things that actually I do see for most of the time, people, when it comes to trend, you can be there to only be up to the trend and make a lot of money during the trend, and next month you're not making any money. The only way to stay long term is not to focus on the views, but to focus on the value. This is why you build a brand. So
So,
every time,
sorry, Sylvie,
hello?
sorry, can I ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
So, are you saying that we identify things that are trending and then
Yes,
build
a brand.
content, build a brand around it?
Yes, exactly.
An example of that would be what you mentioned about Tesla. So, for
Yeah.
example, so what do you do? So, in very literal terms, what do you do if you notice that Tesla is trending now? What do you do?
So, for instance, in my case, like for instance, it's space niche. So Space Niche back in 2021 was about the James Webb Telescope and what they discovered and what NASA is doing. And then came Elon Musk. He's also part of this space because of his SpaceX. So you find that your audience is also interested in Elon Musk, and he was really trending. So you try to involve even this Tesla and this space and this whatever, all these things. Then come, there is another trend that was going on
Okay.
in
So, so,
Russia,
so,
China.
so what I'm asking is, what do
Yeah,
we do in practical terms, right? So now we know that, okay, let's say, for example, Tesla is trending now. Let's say Tesla
yeah,
is trending as we speak. What do we
yeah.
need to do? What do we do to plug in on that
So
trend?
having in mind, you have maybe a channel, you have a channel, and now what you do is go to the small channels. Now, if Tesla is trending, this is what you do
Can you
when it
show us,
comes to.
can you show us like a channel of sorts, and then show us what you mean by a channel, starting a channel, and then because I don't think anybody here has a channel, or if some people have channel, they might not really know.
You mean how to start a channel?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, how to start a channel is very simple. You just, okay, just a minute, just a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah, because if we don't know how to start a channel, we could see trends happening, and we won't be
Yeah.
able to plug on the trend because we don't even know how to be able to take leverage that entire experience.
So for a channel, what you really need is a Google email account.
Okay.
So once you get to have an email account on Google, then you can hop on YouTube. And YouTube has these just a minute, I wanna check. A minute. So once you create your account on Google, I think it's easy for you to create a Google account. Once you create your account on Google, you just hop on YouTube. Even most of you, I'm sure you have accounts on YouTube, because when you're watching YouTube, you need an account to watch YouTube videos.
Okay.
So there is a place where they indicate if you want to create a channel. I think it's something that you can go ahead and even, just a minute, I want to give the right steps because it's something that I do on outdoor, so I need to get the steps. Yeah, so on the YouTube, there is a sign in button where you'll see the top right corner about the linking your Google account with YouTube. And then from there, you'll click your channel. So it's something that you'll just naturally flow with it. It's something very simple. And if you're not sure about it, there's something we call Chat GPT. I'm sure most of you might have heard it. It's very easy. You just go and ask, or even Google how to create a YouTube channel. It's very easy. Like, it's there on Outer, but it's once you get your Google account, you get your channel, and that's it. So now you have a channel. Now you've created a channel. I think it only takes 10 minutes. You have your channel on Google,
So
on
I'm
YouTube.
sharing a YouTube account. Um,
Yeah.
can you lead me through how to go to what you're saying?
Yeah, you see the your profile on the far left, right? Sorry. Yeah.
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 Uh-huh.
Sorry.
So this is
Um,
create a channel, right?
no, yeah, there's a create your channel there. Yeah, that's the one. Create a channel. That's it.
All right. So with this,
Yeah.
you can put in an image of whatever you want to maybe speak about or stuff like that, and put in your name,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then you start a channel, right?
Yeah. You start a channel. You create your
Awesome.
channel.
Awesome. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. And then once you get to that, now you have there is a couple of websites on Google that like I use one which is called Ember SMM, which is the one that I use to monetize my channel. So what they do is that you can put a 1 hour, like three videos, one hour long, and the other 30 minutes, 30 minutes. You can be riding a bike, you can be doing a vlog, so long as you're talking and you're showing the face. Because
Okay.
through this,
Okay. So let me say something. I watch NBA a lot, right? I watch NBA a lot, and for some reason,
yeah,
there's certain channels that I follow,
yeah,
that they like show highlights of most of the NBA games, right? And then
yeah,
just halfway through the video, I noticed that
yeah,
maybe it's some Indian guy or some Sri Lankan guy that is like half of the content is just the Sri Lankan guy. But the goal is the initial, if the video is maybe 5 minutes, the initial three
uh-huh,
minutes, the initial 3 minutes is maybe like the highlights of the game. So that gives a lot of people a lot of time to go on that channel, right? Is that
yeah.
something you're saying? Is that similar to what you're saying?
Yeah, you mean the length? Oh yeah. So this one, what I'm talking about is the monetization process.
Okay.
So now
Yeah.
you started a channel and now you want to get it monetized. So you
Okay.
have seen there is a trend like Tesla, for instance, and you've
Okay.
seen there is a lot of potential in it. So
Okay.
now you want to have your channel monetized.
Okay.
So what you do is create three videos most of
Okay.
the time, like three videos. So there is one which is gonna be like 60 minutes.
Okay.
This helps them because of the retention with watch hours, because they only
Okay.
working with three videos to get you monetized.
What kind
So
of
the
videos? What kind of videos? Am I going to
so
personally do the video or?
yeah, you're gonna show. Now this is only for YouTube to be able to monetize you. It doesn't have
Okay.
to be about your niche. It doesn't have to be what the YouTube is gonna be about, because
Okay.
you can always change the YouTube name. I think within every 14 days you can always have a new name.
Okay.
So what you do is these three videos are only there to get you monetized, nothing
Ah,
out of
I
that.
see.
Because what happens is that when you're just posting videos, before you get the 4,000 watch hours, and okay, you can do it organically, but it takes a couple of months, like
Okay.
maybe if it does so well, 3 months, 6 months. So what happens is that people have come up with easier techniques to get you monetized within 4 weeks. So they always require like a 60 minutes video showing your face and your voice. You can be talking about anything. You can be vlogging around the town, or maybe seated in your place talking about a certain topic. You can be doing anything so long as you're talking up, you're showing your face and you're using your voice for those three videos, and then you submit them to these guys that do the monetize. But you have to make sure they're not using the bots, because YouTube doesn't work with bots. So there is a way they do it. I don't know how exactly they do it, and they get the videos being watched by so many people. So there is like watch hours,
Okay.
and there is
Okay.
mhm.
Let me interject again,
Yeah,
because
sure.
I'm asking these questions because I know you understand how it works. We don't.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
we're going to ask you the questions in such a manner that it's going to be broken down to the way we can understand. So
yeah, sure.
when we create a channel and we want to monetize, we create three
Yeah,
videos, right? Three
yeah,
videos,
three
maybe
videos.
60
Most
minutes,
of
right? All three videos, 60 minutes, right?
No, all so one video, most of the time they require 60 minutes for 1 hour, for 1 hour. So, and the other two, 30 minutes, 30 minutes. That's it.
Okay. So what do we do with those videos? We post it
So
on the
those
channel.
so those videos, what you need to make sure that you are speaking and you are showing your face.
Okay.
Because what happens during the monetization, there is the bot, and then there is the human. verification. So
Okay.
for the bot to verify and actually take it to the next level for human review, you have to it has to check several things, and number one is the you showing your face and legitly showing that that's your channel, and number two, it's your voice, so it's a legit. So you can even come up with a way of like um something that you love to talk about, or maybe you're
Okay.
just vlogging in the streets, or maybe you're just cycling outside and showing out. It doesn't have to be something specific, but it has to be you. It has to look like it's a personal channel for
Okay.
it to automatically go through the monetization. So once you do that, there are a couple of websites that, like, I'm gonna share with you, Sesu, once I get the exact that they can
Okay.
use, like, that are actually monetized my channel. One is,
Okay.
I think, Ember SMM on
Okay.
Google. It's like a website. So there's those options that you see, like, you're gonna get the watch hours. So you need to purchase the watch hours, and it's not expensive. I think it's something affordable. It's better than, it can't compare to starting up a business with, it's something that you can easily save and pay for it. So once you have your channel, so once after 3 weeks, they will have your channel monetized, and from there you will just apply with the Google AdSense. So Google AdSense is the one that's gonna send the ping to
Hold
you.
on, hold on. Before you get to Google AdSense, let's
Mm-hmm.
let's let's spend a little more time in the
Sure.
aspect of
Yeah.
so when we have these three videos, you're going to
Yeah.
share us a link where we can that will help us get monetized, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So in that website, can you give us like a brief um, detail about how the website works? What do we have to do with the three videos on that website?
So how the website works, there is a chat. Like, most of the time, they will always respond within a couple of hours, if
Okay.
based on the time. At times, even a couple of minutes,
Okay.
based on the timing. So you will text them and you'll tell them that you have a channel that you need to monetize.
Okay.
So now that they will know that you need the 4,000 watch hours and you need the 1,500 subscribers.
Okay.
So once you do that, they will be able to guide you through. They will tell you. It's something that you can also choose for yourself, but it's good to always communicate first, so you have that human interaction before you purchase. So from there, they will tell you to purchase, and once you purchase, you will now leave it to them until the 4,000 hours are done and the 1,500 subscribers are there.
Okay.
And then from there, you apply on Google AdSense.
Okay.
So this Google AdSense is the one that's gonna now is what
What is
pays
Google
you what.
AdSense?
Google AdSense is, you see the ads that pop up on YouTube every time you're watching a video on YouTube and you see an
Absolutely.
ad pop up.
Yeah.
That's Google. So what happens is that most companies, they want their products out there to the masses,
Okay.
and the easiest way to do it is getting paying Google to put their products out there in videos. So it can be any random videos. It's something which you will not be able to say, oh, Lauren is paying me, or whichever brand is paying me. Now that is only when it comes to sponsorships. That's, we're gonna talk about it later. But when it comes to the pop-ups that pop, maybe you're in Nigeria, there are several ads that even come up. Maybe some even are international. They are being seen everywhere. Maybe you go to Malaysia and now you're seeing even some Malaysian ads in your YouTube. Those are Google, based on international or local brands that have paid to be shown out to the masses. So this is where the money is. So getting a Google AdSense is very important. So what
Okay.
happens is that,
Okay, so
mhm,
so we want to get Google AdSense now. How do we
yeah.
go about it? What's
So
the process?
you're just gonna have your account, the email account, and you're gonna go to, just a minute, I want to see something. Okay. So what, you're just gonna go to Google AdSense and then there's you will create an account with Google AdSense. Once you create an account with Google AdSense, now you want YouTube and Google AdSense to be part of your channel. Like you want to connect that Google AdSense to your channel. Once you reach the 1,500 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, YouTube is automatically gonna show the link whereby it will tell you, congratulations, now you can be monetized. Click this link so you can proceed. So the link is gonna send you to your AdSense account. Your AdSense account is as easy as making it. You can use the Gmail account. So, like for instance, it should be the same Gmail account you're using on YouTube. So the Gmail account you used on your YouTube is the one you're gonna use with your AdSense for a start. And then now you will go through the link and it's gonna go through the monetization process. It's something you'll just, it will tell you click here, verify, done, 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 and that's it.
Okay.
So it's
So
yeah,
so for example, this is the Google AdSense. Once
yeah,
once you have your content,
yeah.
you come here and then you first things first, you go to the ember.com thereabout, and
By
then
SMM. Mm-hmm.
you send those details to me, and then
Yeah, I will send you.
after we've done that, what do we do here, like on this?
So here it's only getting an account. So I see there's a login option. Maybe you have a Google AdSense account already, or because it will have shown otherwise sign up or
No, I don't.
something. Maybe, yeah. Okay. So you can sign in and go through these steps whereby you're gonna link your email and make a new and create an account.
Okay.
Yeah, I see the sign in. Yeah. And then you, yeah, now you can choose any Gmail account on there and it's the one you're going to use. So, yeah.
So in a nutshell, you go through the details, fill in all the
Yeah.
details, and have an
Yeah.
account. So when you do
Yeah.
that, what happens next?
So when you do that, you just leave it there. Now you have a Google AdSense account. Now you're gonna go over on YouTube. Once you get the monetization level, YouTube automatically, the algorithm itself, no, the bots itself, because they use a lot of bots here. So it's gonna know you've reached your 4,000 watch hours and 1,500 subscribers. So it's
Just
gonna be like,
just just because you used the same email that you used in YouTube.
no, 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 no. Because Ember SMM helped you achieve the 4,000
Aha.
watt hours and the
Um,
1,500. So it will take it as a milestone. Congratulations, you
okay.
have achieved. So your whatever for monetization, something like that. So they
Okay.
will bring up the on your studio, YouTube studio. You will see that, and you will be able to link now that account, that Google AdSense account, with your YouTube channel.
Okay.
Once you do that, they will tell you, they will send you the pin. So
Okay.
the pin is the one they will send you. And once you get the pin, you know it's time to always get your pay every month. Once now you start making money on YouTube, you start posting content.
Okay. So once you've arrived, once you've gotten, so I'm going to ask a little bit more question in the most sensitive place, which is the Ember SMM.
SMM.
Ember
Mm-hmm.
SMM,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
Ember SMM is where most likely where as one will have to pay, right?
Yeah, that is there are a couple of websites that actually do that, but it's very important to be sure of the good websites which are not going to have you at 1,500 and the next minute the subscribers are dropping, the watch hours are dropping because they use bots, because
Okay.
now the last thing you want to do is use bots.
Okay. So
So
So what we can say is that that will be, you're going to provide that will be at the discretion of.
I have a couple of sites that I can share with you that I know are legit when it comes, but it doesn't mean they're the only ones you can rely on. But
Okay.
on the other end, it's very important to not to go to Upwork and Fiverr guys and tell them I want to monetize my channel. And then they will give you all these bots and all these bots, and before you know it, after three
So how
days,
can
you
we
had
verify? How can we verify the channels that you're going to send? How can we do the
number
verification?
one,
And
it's
how did
more
you,
like
or rather, let me
it's
put it this
more
way: how did you discover that these particular channels are the most favorable?
at that particular time when I purchased the course, the what is it called, the trainer or the guy who trained who was selling the course had a specific guy who was actually monetizing the channels.
Okay.
So at that particular time his website was Ember SMM, and then there's also another website that one of my friends used, and it's very much legit, whereby it's a very clean website and they deliver the results. You can see by a couple of reviews that are there. And you can always tell. Like the last thing you will do is go to these Fiverr guys and Upwork guys for monetization. They are good because most of them at times they might use bots. And before you know, your subscribers are dropping, your watch hours are dropping. And when they start dropping, you get demonetized. That means you're not eligible for payments because you have not achieved the 1500. So you want someone who's going to deliver, and your subscribers are going to stick with you, and your
Okay.
watch hours are going to stick with you,
Okay.
and so you can go through the monetization process.
Okay. I already speak to my leaders almost like for 1 hour almost every day. So I think I'll try it. I'll do it, and then they would as well be able to see the impact of what I'm doing, and then and pick it up from there.
Sure.
And I think as many of them that I would rather want all of them to be able to join me, and
Yeah.
let's use my own account.
Yeah.
I'll start the process, and then they will all see everything work
Yeah.
my platform, and then that'll go. All right. So that
Yeah.
so that will take away the challenge of how they're going to be able to test and then see the result. Let it be that
Yeah.
if it doesn't work, then it's me that takes the brunt for it not working, and if it works, then they can see as well and practice. So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
so for that particular aspect, so when you so going back to so now you have 3 videos on your YouTube. Now you've set up
Mhm.
your Ember MMM or any other one of
Yeah.
those platforms you're going to send. And then
Yeah.
secondly, you're going to set up your AdSense account. And
Yeah.
then based on your registration with the Ember, it's going to reflect once they more or less like they're going to help you to get your 4,000 watch hours and basically um, uh,
1.5 subscribers.
1,500 subscribers, and
Yeah.
then that automatically shows on your AdSense account that you've
On your it will automatically show on your YouTube studio.
used YouTube Studio. So what would
Yeah.
what's it about the AdSense then?
So the AdSense is where now the YouTube studio will tell you congratulations, yeah, you are now eligible for monetization, and then they will provide the link. So for that link is for you now to get your AdSense to connect with your YouTube. So it's a very
Okay,
easy process. You'll just flow. So it's gonna
okay,
bring that pop-up, congratulations, blah blah blah. You're now eligible. Click here to get more to apply for monetization, and then you're
okay.
gonna click on it. So when you click on it, it's gonna ask you for your AdSense account. So now that's how you join, and
Aha,
you're just gonna follow.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so got that. So now you've done all that. You've finished
Mm-hmm.
all the you've implemented all the tools.
Yeah.
You've gotten monetized. And what will you
Mm-hmm.
be doing to your YouTube account from that point?
So from that point, you're gonna be very keen on research. I'll not say these specific niche works
Okay.
because I'll be telling you this is working, and maybe 3 months later, it's not even working. some of these niches that we see, like there is a time several niches were working, like the rain sounds and all these things, but they no longer work. It's hard to really scale. So now, assuming we're treating this as a business, not something that you're passionate about and all these things, so you're gonna be very, very vigilant when it comes to um getting to check on trends. So you're gonna spend a couple of hours on YouTube and see, and how you're gonna spot a trend. So how to spot a trend? A trend is when you see a small channel getting either millions of views or hundreds of thousands of views, and it's not more than 3 months old. It could be 2 weeks old. You see, it's 5,000 subscribers getting over 200,000 views. Now that's something. It should tell you something. So you're gonna write down all these niches that you're seeing, small channels. It could be even a channel with 50,000 subscribers that got a million views on a specific video. Now that will give you a clue that this is a hot topic that people, now you're gonna have to let people tell you what to post. If you're treating it as a business, don't think and say, oh, I'm passionate at this, so this is what I'm going to do. Because maybe whatever you're passionate about is really not the one you're going to scale, and it's going to take you to the money making, whatever. So you want to spend your time every day, spend a couple of hours or at least an hour every day to check what's trending on YouTube. You spot a small channel, maybe it only has like 50,000, 60,000, 40,000 subscribers, but it went viral with a couple of topics. So that's how you note down and see this is a trending niche. This is a
Can I ask a
trending niche.
question? Can I ask a
Mm-hmm.
question?
Sure, sure,
Um,
sure.
are there tools where we can find out what platforms, what topics are trending on YouTube?
Now, yeah, that's the problem, because I've not seen any, like, unlike like these drop shipping stores and all these things, I haven't seen a specific website that's like bringing in trending stuff
Okay,
when it comes to YouTube. I guess because it's so, like,
it's
there's a
so
lot of
random.
variety to choose from. And what is going to help you, actually, the more you search and the more you note down what you have seen on YouTube, the more it's going to bring you more of the same, more of the same. And it's going to try to understand what you're looking at. And on top of your, if you're using like the whatever, the algorithm is going to understand what you're trying to look at times you can also use Google Trends. You can also ask Gemini. I don't ChatGPT is not really good with recent happenings, because at times it will give you
Okay,
news like
okay, okay.
2021.
Okay, so let me leave it that, oh, they'll have to go and do a research on them to find out what
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Just
what's trending, and
give
use
us the start.
Gemini. You make sure they can use Gemini. You can ask it to give you a couple of trending topics on YouTube right now as per March 2025. What's trending, what's popping, and you see if it's gonna give you anything. But the best research is for you to really go on YouTube and just check and see and note down, check, see, and note down. Yeah. Hello? You're there? It's like we lost him or something.
Hello, Mr.
Hello?
Seso. It seems your mic is off.
His mic is off.
Sorry, you said?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah.
What did
Your
you say?
mic was off. Your mic was
Okay.
off.
Yeah. So I was saying that. I'll leave it to that. I think what you can do is that you're just going to tell us what is categorized as a trending video. Is it 1 million views? Is it 500,000 views? What do you categorize as a trending video?
Okay, just a minute. How we categorize a trending video is based on the subscribers of the channel.
Mm-hmm. What is a
The
number that you say? What is a number that you say is a trending? Is it 50,000 subscribers? Is it 1,000?
50,000 subscribers getting a million views. That's
Okay.
trending.
What of 20,000 subscribers getting 300,000 views?
That's a trending one.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What is not a trend? What is not a trend?
What is not a trend, it's something which has been there for maybe if that video was uh it's not more, it's over 3 months old. So if we say it's more than 3 months old, then that's probably not a trend. But if
Okay.
it's less than 3 months, and mostly maybe within the month or 2 months, 1 month, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 day, now that's a trend.
Okay. So if we write on the different trends that we see, for example, you gave us an example of Tesla. So
Yeah.
we take. So what are we going to do? Are we going to take Tesla trend, test maybe a video that Tesla posted, or are we just going to say speak on Tesla? What are we going to do with it?
So this is where now it comes to reverse engineering. The last thing you want is to copy the same exact video, because one has to understand how the algorithm works. Even for us, for example, or for you, when you're watching a certain video, YouTube is gonna suggest something similar but not exactly the same as what you just watched. So it's gonna give you something similar that's like a follow-up story, or something which is close to that, or something which is gonna add more value to what you just watched. So what you're gonna do is get to reverse engineer the content. And how you get to reverse engineer the content is, think, these kind of people, the 600,000 people that watched this specific video, they were so happy to learn about, say, the Cybertruck, right? So what about the Cybertruck? Can you check and give these same people value? Cybertruck is one of the car whatever by Tesla. So that's why I'm giving the example. So now you're gonna go and see what value you can add to this audience, and now how you can frame your title. So you're not copying the same exact thing, you're just reverse engineering. So take it as a signal. These people are giving you a sign, this is working, this is working, and now they're showing you, they're making it easier for you to understand your audience and what they want. So that's how you start reverse engineering. And now you can use tools. Now it's very easy. You can use tools like ChatGPT and tell it, I want to, based on the current YouTube trends, help me create a title about the Cybertruck, da 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 da. Like just play and see what topic. So you're gonna take the same topic. You could even make it better, but don't use the same exact words. So to start with, maybe you're not so sure about what topic to do. So what you do is make the topic better. So you're gonna go to something like ChatGPT, make use of AI, and tell it to make this whatever this video about this title, to give you like 20 options. And now from there you tell it, I want it in a clickbait style. You're not clickbaiting people, it's just having some enticing but value kind of title. So now you're gonna choose and see what's working, and now you're gonna choose and see if these
Sorry,
600,000 people watch.
sorry, can I ask another
Sure.
question?
Yeah,
So
sure.
you're using ChatGPT and you're telling ChatGPT to give you in clickbait style you're telling ChatGPT to give me a clickbait style, a particular topic.
Yeah.
Okay. And then what do you do with that?
Now it's gonna give you a couple of them, and then you're gonna see with what your intuition chooses. So now
Okay.
you took a trendy title, and then now because you're a newbie and you really don't know how to craft titles yet,
So for
so
example, sorry to interject. So for example, so you're asking ChatGPT, give me clickbait style on the topic Tesla truck, right?
yeah, yeah.
And it's going to give you different particular clickbaits, right?
Yes, it's gonna give you and tell it in clickbait style, but with value. It's very
Okay.
important because you don't want to clickbait people. Clickbait style is not the same as clickbaiting people, because the last thing you want to do is clickbait people and then they
What
come
does it
and
mean
get
by what do you
disappointed.
mean by clickbaiting people?
Clickbaiting people is whereby you over exaggerate a title, but when they come and watch, it was a lot of no value there. They feel disappointed. Now that's a clickbait because you made them come and watch through your title and thumbnail, but whatever they came to watch was disappointing. It was nothing to do with what you said on your title, nothing to do with what you said on your thumbnail. The thumbnail is the image that you use to create is that you use to entice people when it comes to videos. You know, you click, those are two major things, the title and the thumbnail. Those two are very important because it's like crafting a product. So when you're crafting a product, your video is the product, and you want to entice people to come and watch, so you got to use a good thumbnail and a good title. So now the title is the one that you're gonna get from the trending, the very performing titles that worked really well, and you take them to ChatGPT, and then you're gonna choose what you feel you would also click on. You know, you want to know about it. So once you make a very good script, and then goes to the video, and then you post it on YouTube.
So what video are we posting actually?
So we were discussing about, say, it's the Cybertruck, for instance.
Okay. So you're going to take a Cybertruck and put it up.
No, so this is, yeah. So what happens? Just a minute. Something I need to charge my phone.
Okay. I think there's someone Munira that has a question. So
Sure,
when you
sure,
charge
sure,
when you
sure.
set your phone.
Yeah, I think okay. I don't know if I place like this. I don't know. Can you see me? This when I'm like this. I don't know if you can.
No, I think it's inverted.
Yeah, it's inverted. Okay, okay, okay. Just let me try to. Mhm. How about this way? You can
This
see
is
me.
great. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So now maybe you have got about the Cybertruck, and now maybe the ChatGPT has given you a topic like top 10 uh, updates you don't want to miss about what Elon just announced about Cybertruck, or what something like that. What you're gonna do is now you have the title, and you want to create a faceless video. So you need a script, you need the video because they need the visuals, and then you need a narration. And previously, what works is the automation. Like for me, I have a team of a voiceover artist, I have a script writer and video editors.
Okay.
So but right now, you don't really need even to pay people when you're starting over, because now you're monetized. You didn't use AI when you were getting monetized, right? That we agreed. You use your own voice to get monetized. And what do you do with this? Once you're monetized, you don't delete these videos, because some people delete the videos before they actually earn subscribers and watch hours, and then they get demonetized because your subscribers flop, you deleted the videos, your watch hours flopped. So what you do with these videos once you're monetized by YouTube is you can blur them. There is a space in the video in the studio. Each video you're gonna see editor, so you're gonna edit and blur. Maybe you don't want to be seen, so you're just gonna blur the entire video, but don't put it on private. Let it remain public, because you don't want to lose the watch hours, because once you put the video on private, you get demonetized. Once before you get your real original subscribers and watch hours. So once you attain like the watch hours, now from there you can be able to delete your previous videos that you used for monetization. So that's very important. So now you have the title, you have the script, you have the title, so you want to make the script. So how you make the script is, nowadays it's very easy. There is AI which is actually doing so good when it comes to scripting. There is also one of the AIs that you can use, like ChatGPT, you can get maybe several topics on articles talking about your cyber truck. And now you're gonna instruct ChatGPT to put it in a conversational, narrational, broadcast ready format. It's very important to give it that prompt. Otherwise, your script is gonna sound like an AI script. So you tell ChatGPT to have a conversational tone, broadcast ready format, and easy for the narrators, the narration and listeners, to flow. Now that is gonna
So
give
sorry,
a very
sorry.
Mhm.
I got a bit lost. So the
Yeah.
clickbait is this what the is this the clickbait you're narrating, right?
No, yeah, the clickbait style was the title. So
Okay,
the
the
title,
title.
what I
Oh, I
mean by
see.
the clickbait style is, like, for instance, I want to tell you about space.
Okay,
So maybe I tell you something like NASA has discovered something on Jupiter. Are you gonna really click on that? So, but
got
if
it,
I
got it,
tell you,
got it.
you have
So
no, what NASA just announced in Jupiter has got the whole world shocked.
got it. So
Something
what
like
is
that.
so clickbait is just the headline, right?
The headline, and it needs to
Exactly.
be captivating,
Absolutely got it.
but
So,
not, it doesn't
so
need to be this like, you need to deliver what you said.
okay, noted. I think before I ask further question in this, let me let Munira. I think there's a lady that wants to ask a
Okay,
question.
sure,
Yeah,
sure, sure.
Munira, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I can hear you.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
we can hear you. Go ahead.
Um, can you hear me?
Yeah, we
Yes,
can hear you.
Munira, I think you should leave and come back in. Right? We'll be waiting
Some
for
Oh,
you.
network
she
issue.
should just start.
Hello.
Yes, leave. Can
Hello.
you leave? Can you leave the link and join back? Munira, leave the link and join back because we couldn't hear you. Or rather, we could hear you, but you couldn't hear us. Daniel, send Munira a message telling to leave the link and join back.
Okay, okay, okay.
All right. So now going from the clickbait, you now have you now have content to create. So how do we go about creating that content? And you go
So
back on
now,
that.
yeah, so let's go back to the clickbait style. So the
Okay.
clickbait style, this is not something that you are like luring. You're not, it's not over exaggerated. It's something enticing enough to raise like some curiosity
No,
and mystery.
noted.
So
We
like,
got that. So when you move from the clickbait, we've gotten the clickbait.
yeah,
Well, don't take so much of your time. We've gotten the clickbait. Now,
yeah.
if you move from the clickbait to the content now, the actual content video now that people are going to watch,
Yeah. So now
how do we
this
go about
actual
that?
content, one thing that's very important to note down is the script. The script is the major part and the foundation of your video,
Okay.
because it's gonna make it's gonna dictate how the video editor is gonna flow.
Okay.
Everything else, even the narrator and the narration, is all about the script. And
Okay.
even the audience retention and what will keep them watching your video is all about the script. So
Okay.
it's very important to have a great script. And what I do, it's very important to have like articles that are supporting the value. You need to have in mind, okay, I want to give value. So it's good to, like, for me, I do get articles that are supporting whatever it is that I want to do and send it to the script writer. On the other end, AI has also very much advanced. Maybe you don't have money to pay the entire team every time. So what you do is get all these articles and then get to AI, which can do like scripting. ChatGPT is also doing that. You can let it script for you based on the articles. So once you get the script and it's your way, and it's something also it's good, it's very important to ask yourself, would you also listen to what you just said? Is it something you like? So one thing I like to do, maybe, for, I know most of the people are starters, so most can also hop into AI, or you can also find a script writer for like $6 per script, $6 to $10 per script. So most of them are like Philippines, from the Philippines. They kind of have it's easier for the entire process, like when it comes to affordable ways to get a team from the overseas. It's cheaper, it's easier, but you can also have a team from home. Who knows, there are people who are able, who can tell you, I can charge you maybe $5 per script, something like that. But also, if worst case scenario you have no option, you can also use AI and utilize the AI, where you will get your articles that are supporting that and have AI come up with a script. And you need to give it prompts like a conversational tone, broadcast ready format, and great for narration. So
Okay,
once you do that,
sorry, dear. Can you give us a framework of how the script should be? Like exactly what you're saying, we don't know that. So can you tell us exactly how we're going to be able to
the AI. So
yeah.
now you have, for
Even
instance,
if it's not AI, how we're going to instruct the script writer
oh, the
to
script
yeah.
writer. So
So
now the script writer is gonna have it. Number one is gonna be in conversational tone. What do we mean by conversational tone? Is you're not using sophisticated words, because sophisticated words are good for maybe readers, but for listening is different. So you want to have easy words. Use easy words, something that one can listen and just flow, and short sentences, not long, lengthy sentences, because you want them to digest. And then you want to use the broadcast ready format. So the broadcast ready format is always in like almost present continuous tense. You don't want to say, oh, in 2010, Jupiter did this, and people are going to be feeling like they are watching old updates. You want to make it sound recent no matter what. Now, that actually makes the audience want to stick, because they feel like they want to have, they're having value. And then yeah, and easy for the narrator to flow, something easy for the narrator to flow. So the script is gonna be okay. One thing, for the Google AdSense to actually pay better, it's good for you to have over 8 minutes worth of length for the videos. 8 minutes. Why? Because 8 minutes is enough for YouTube to automatically place ads in between your videos. But for short videos, like maybe you just did a 4 minutes video for YouTube, that really doesn't work as much as the 8 minutes video, because YouTube is gonna put a couple of ads in your video when it's over in between 8 to 10 minutes. So it's very important. The longer the video, the more the ads, but you don't kind of make it so lengthy and it's boring at the same time. You want to make something good. So above 8 minutes or 8 minutes is fine. Now we have the script, and now you want to go to the narrator. So the narrator, most of the time, okay, for me, I do outsource. I have a website called online.ph. This is where you get team from the overseas, from the Philippines, and they really have a very good, they do, because for the cash over there and the conversion is a good one. So they have affordable rates for broadcasting, voice actors, for script writing, for video editors, and also for one maybe who feels like, okay, I'm not feeling like I am ready to get a team out there. There's also another way whereby you can have something like 11 Labs right now. 11 Labs is actually one of the best AI voice, like the voices are sounding like human. So you can use that. The last thing you want to do is use a bot that sounds like an AI, because now it's easy to get flagged on YouTube. But when your robot is sounding like real human voice, now that's good. I've seen a couple of channels doing that, like a couple of them, and they're still here 1 year down the lane. Like I'm seeing even more coming up. So it's something. On the other end, you can have voice actors from the Philippines who can be able to actually narrate your video at an affordable price, because like when you go to like Europe and all these things, original English speakers, now it's gonna be like 500 bucks per, or 50 bucks per 500 something per narration. But now with this team, it's easy for you to recruit a team and have them working for you, and they are quite loyal people. They will work for you for years and never go anywhere. So now you have the script, now you have the narration, and now it's time for the video. For the video, let's go to the team. You will have someone who is a video editor who's gonna need the script and is gonna need the narration so they can match the video. So they will have to think of the visuals and follow what the script is saying, and follow what the narrator is saying, to be able to merge the visuals with the script with the narration. So now your video is ready. If you're not ready to have maybe the team, maybe now you're not ready to have a team, there is something we call in video. I was seeing it last week, and it's actually very phenomenal. In video can create videos for you, so you can be in a position to just do a little bit of edits, and there you have your video. It's good to have a touch up for that. And then now you're ready to post the video on YouTube, your first video on YouTube.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
So now, before I ask you one, okay, I think Munira has been trying to ask a
Sure.
question. So let's take Munira's question.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Can
Good
you hear me, ma?
evening.
Yes, ma.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, thank you. I'm a YouTuber as well, but I started recently,
Yeah.
so I was able to have the 1K subscribers, but I haven't reached the watch hour yet. And
Yes.
I specify on the horror niche on YouTube.
What? What? Sorry.
Horror niche.
Oral niche.
Yeah, the horror niche, like
Okay.
storytelling and
Oh,
horror niche.
horror, horrific, like horrific.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
So actually,
Yeah.
my challenge here is that I don't have enough fund to outsource, as you are
Yeah.
saying, because I actually
Yeah.
have to work with 11 labs, CapCut,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
other visual generating image platforms
Yeah.
like the Lineado AI and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
my question basically here is that for one to create the content that will actually go viral and it will be free from copyright and stuff based on trending,
Yeah.
because I've been seeing so many strikes on YouTube channels that do trends.
Yeah.
Hello, can you? So I'm
Yeah. I
trying
can
to,
hear you.
Munira,
all
what
right,
is the
if I
question?
will go. The question is, how can one avoid a strike on your YouTube channel? That's just my
Yeah,
question.
that's a very good question actually, because you won't imagine, some time back last year, my channel was striked and it had a copyright strike. But this is the thing. There are two types of legit strikes. So mine was not legit. It's someone who was using that as a legal fraud. So because they use bots to strike, YouTube doesn't have that chance to have human beings like going through and reviewing the strikes before they proceed to actually have it as a strike. So what happens is that there are people who will claim to own a video, and they strike your video, and before you know it, they are asking for, like for my case, someone was asking for, sorry, like in my case, someone was asking for $7,500 for me to get away. Just a minute, just a minute. My, I'll text her. I mean, I'll text her in a while. So what I was meaning is that some people will come and claim because they see that you use this portion. So what happened in my case is there was a video editor who used a 9 seconds worth of video for a whole 12 minutes video, and someone was claiming the 9 seconds, which was not even his video. The video actually belonged to a legit company, and this is where they want money in exchange of, and they will withdraw the strike, something like that. So that's not the thing. So how you get yourself and protect yourself, in either way, I was able to get back my channel. I contacted YouTube. It's one of the mistakes that I will mention here or later, maybe in the next Zoom meeting call we have. So how you get is go by the YouTube fair guidelines. The fair guidelines, they talk about for you to not to be not to be striked is you need to have like fewer seconds worth of videos, and then now you change your entire channel. You need to go and check the fair use guidelines, whereby you can use that and comment. Number one, if you really want to stay out of copyright, you need to have a voice, a narration. Number two, stay away from competitor channels, because now these are your competitors. So the last thing you want to do is get videos from them and use it on yours. Okay. The third thing is that the YouTube has these, not the standard one, but there is a way. There are a couple of things that, like stock footage, stock images, that you can always use to have a video. So you can use stock footage, stock videos, and so many other options on in your video. And there's also one, okay, YouTube, there's a way you get to check the standard, and the other one is called, just a minute, standard counter strike. Okay, I can't recall the exact name, but I will check for you. That you just check and see. YouTube will give you the options for getting channels which are not actually monetizing. But the only thing about YouTube is that when you use this method, someone might not have that video monetized maybe today, but 2 years later they have it monetized and they might strike. So stay away from YouTube channels completely, whether they are monetized or not monetized. It's good to rely on stock footage and other sources outside. And then you need to merge your videos and make sure that there are seconds worth of videos. So someone claiming a 9 seconds, 5 seconds worth of 12 minutes is ridiculous, because even YouTube actually supports that fair use guidelines. So it's very important to do that. You don't want to have like 50, okay, 50% of your content is similar as someone else. That's something you want to stay away. Be as original as you can. That's one thing. And if you have to take someone's video, it just need to be something which is like can be used by anyone, something which is not personal.
Okay.
They cannot claim the video. Like, for instance, you want to have maybe Nigerian president talking. That video cannot be claimed by a specific person or someone and say, I'm the one who took the camera, because you could have been many of you. So it's something generic as that will make you stay completely outside copyright, and making sure you're adhering per the YouTube fair guidelines. That will really be helpful. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I answered your question.
Oh man.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. I hope I did answer your question. I don't know if he's on. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah.
You did. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Most welcome.
So I wanted to find out. Hold on, let me. There's someone that needs to be muted. Can everyone mute himself?
Yeah.
No, not you.
No, not you. So
Okay.
I think there's someone
I think there's someone that is
I'm having.
Okay.
okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Good
Yeah, I'm
evening.
calling from
Yeah,
Miss
I'm calling
Sylvie.
from Miss Sylvie.
Okay. Okay.
You were
Perfect.
talking about
You were talking
YouTube.
about YouTube.
Telling us not to go
Telling
into
us not to
YouTube.
go into YouTube.
So, what are
Yes.
So,
the
what are the
channels you
channels you can
to go into?
to go in?
I can't hear you. I think you're getting lost.
Okay, what I'm
Okay,
saying
what
is,
I'm saying is,
you
you
just
don't
mentioned
just mention
that we shouldn't
that we
don't go for
shouldn't
it.
don't go for it.
So,
So,
Can you hear me?
can you hear me?
No, I cannot hear you. Is
Hold on.
cannot?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me see
Let
if
me
it's
see if it's
coming from you. Can you hear me? You can hear me. Can anybody hear me?
yes, yes, we can hear you.
So Sylvia, I think it's coming from you. I think the unmute yourself, but I think it's the feedback is coming from you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Can you press up? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you
Yes, I can
clearly.
hear you clearly.
Okay. Okay.
All right, what I'm saying
All
in
right, what I'm
essence,
saying in essence,
since you told us,
since you
you
told
told
us,
us
you
not
told us
for
like
YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, what kind
So,
of
what
channel do
kind
you
of
think
channel do you
would be better
think
than
would be
YouTube
better
for?
than YouTube for?
You mean for creating content? You mean you are looking for an option other than YouTube to create content?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, the
yes,
content.
the content. Yes.
Okay. Well, I currently am
Sylvia,
kind of
Sylvia,
yes.
can you leave
Can you
before
leave
and
before
join back?
I'm trying
Because
because
I think the
I
feedback is
think
Okay.
coming
the
from
feedback's
you.
coming from you.
Okay. Let me leave and then rejoin.
Yeah. Kola, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
So the feedback is coming from her.
Okay, okay, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now, clearly.
Okay. Yes. So someone was saying, he was asking about what other platforms someone can use besides YouTube. Am I correct?
We can't see you.
You can't see me?
Yeah.
Yes, the question is correct.
How about now? Like, can you see me?
Your video, we can't see you, but we can see you. We can hear you.
Okay, let me
Yeah.
just
I have to
pause my.
turn on your video.
Yeah, it's turned on. I'm wondering why it's not visible. Let me turn it off and on. Now it's off. Let me turn it on. How about now?
Not at all. Can't see you.
Oh my God. Let me try and rejoin again.
We can see you now.
And you can hear me.
We can hear you. We can see
Okay.
you.
Okay.
But I think there's something wrong with your internet.
Yeah.
There must be something wrong with your internet.
Okay. Let me try refresh.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, okay. Can you hear me or see me?
We can hear you, but seeing you is now the challenge.
Okay. Okay. He was asking about other social media platforms that one can use.
Sorry, unmute yourself. Sorry, Sylvie, unmute yourself. Sorry.
It's okay right now? Yeah, I
Yes.
just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So he was asking about other platforms that one can use to make money besides YouTube. Well, what I know as per now is to make money, maybe for TikTok, for instance, I do see it's very essential to have a product with you and maybe sell something because I'm not sure they kind of pay well when it comes to, making a lucrative income just by posting on TikTok. Well, you might have brand deals, sponsorships, they really do work on such platforms. Instagram is also another platform where you can always have something to sell to your audience, and you can also look for have sponsorships, having brands contacting you
Sorry,
to post
sorry, dear.
whatever it
Sorry,
is. Yeah, yeah,
sorry.
sure.
Let's not take you off trajectory. Let's
Yeah.
focus on the area where you have expertise. Um,
Okay.
so, one question I wanted to ask again: can you share with us, like, from your experience in the last 6 months,
Yeah.
from everything that, if, for example, we follow everything you said,
Yes.
what is the kind of return on investment that we're talking about? Like, if we put in time and effort into this, like, can you give us based on your experience in the last 6 months,
Uh,
and if you can show us
based
anything
on
to, yeah.
based on my experience in the last 6 months, like for instance, this is I'll just okay.
I wish we could see
I'm
you,
trying
but
to take
we don't see
I'm
you
trying to
anymore.
okay. Can you just a minute? I'm trying to get to my studio right now, so
Okay.
just a minute. Just okay. I will take it. So like this is my March payments.
I don't think we can see your screen. I don't think we can see you.
Can you
Um,
see my screen?
no, we can't see you. We can only hear your voice.
Oh my god, what's happening? Okay.
Did you change your internet, or did you change your phone, or did you change your laptop, or
I guess I'll have to join with my other phone. I don't know why this one is not showing. Just a minute. I think it's wait a minute. Can you see me now or still not yet?
still not? I can see you, but it goes blurry. And when
It's
I
blurry
yes,
as
it's
well.
blurry. It's blurring has become still. So you're not moving.
Even now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's something that you've done since we started. Like I think maybe you changed your phone or you changed your video or something.
No, I'm using the same one, so I guess I have to join with this one.
Did you try to change? Did you try to refresh your internet?
Yeah, I did. I did. I don't know why it's having issues because it's not showing any issues on this one.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you,
Well, we can't see you.
but you can't see me.
Yeah. Okay. Well done, guys. How are you guys finding it so far? I think must be something wrong.
How about right now? Anything?
We saw you for a second and then it went off. Can you restart your phone? I think that's what you should do.
Yeah,
Restart.
let me restart.
So how are you guys finding it so far? Abenigo.
Yeah, honestly speaking, sir, today's session was really a fire from my own end. Like I gained so much insight. I learned so much about YouTube marketing that I've never really thought of or even uh, seen anywhere. And these lessons actually shared here, I think is something that is very very costly if we are to get it somewhere else. Getting all this feedback is is something that I really appreciate, and I'm
Oh, that's
grateful
good.
for being here. Thank you.
Munira, your experience. I think you said you do YouTube. So what's your experience so far? Munira Bello. Adebayo, what's your experience so far? Coming from someone that's already one step ahead of everybody. Because I think you already doing YouTube already. So what's your experience?
The experience is very impactful, sir.
Sorry?
Can you hear me? I said
Yes, we can hear you now.
yeah, it's very impactful.
We can't hear you anymore. You're using earphones or listen. Can you take it off?
No, and I take it off. Can you hear me?
No, we can't.
Hello? Hey,
Get closer to your phone. We can't hear you.
yeah, I'm close. Hello, can you hear me?
Can anybody hear
Hello?
you?
Hello? Can you hear me?
We can barely hear you, Munira. Muniru.
Okay. Let me
Exact.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me now? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Muniru, good evening. We can hear you now.
Okay. Can you hear me? I said it's very impactful for us that already have experienced how YouTube works, like the algorithm and stuff like that. So I actually spent money to get the course when I was starting, and I'm actually getting a lot more knowledge than I expect here for free.
Okay, Muniru, sorry, your voice was a bit shallow. Could you speak a bit louder so that we can hear you properly?
Hey,
Did everybody else hear him clearly?
please, if you go, can you say, can you hear me?
It's
Hello,
cracking. It's difficult to hear you, sir.
my network.
Sorry, can you bring, is the phone close to you? Bring it closer to you.
The phone is close to me.
Okay,
Hello,
okay,
can you?
now is, yes, now is better.
Hello. Okay,
It's
you can
better
hear me.
now. Yes.
You can hear me. Yeah, yeah. So as I was saying, I said it's very impactful. I really appreciate. Thank you so very much. Like I spend a lot of money to get this thing, and I'm getting it for free here. So
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Muniru.
uh,
Thank you, and I believe everyone too has benefited. I as well have benefited. I also had a channel, and then I posted some videos, and because I didn't see views or I didn't get enough views, so I just shrugged it and dumped the page. But this class has made me to work on it and go back and revive the page with some
Awesome.
insight.
Sylvie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can everyone see me?
No, we can't see you.
And you,
So
you
what?
can.
No, we can't.
I really don't know what's happening.
So we see you for a bit, and then it goes into. But let me leave the link and join back and see. I really don't know. Okay, Sylvie, can you just
Yes.
I don't know if you can share with me, and then I'll share it, or you can share. I've added you as what they call it, as a host as well, so you can share your screen.
Okay. Hmm. So just a minute. I'm trying to my screen. You mean like to see me or what? I don't get.
No, I was like, if you can share with us the results that you've gotten in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can share with us, we would love that.
Okay. Sure. Just Okay, I'm on my studio. Um, because I'm not using the laptop. So can everyone see me? You can hear me, but you can't see me.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me try to join via this. Maybe it's gonna just a minute, just a minute.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can see you now. Sorry. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what was wrong?
I guess it's the font. I was using quite a different font, so I have changed the font. So I guess we
Okay.
can use this one for now.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, the lighting is weird. I don't know, something with the iPhones. I don't know.
But the lighting is okay. We can see you more clearly now that we were seeing you earlier.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
amazing, amazing.
So yeah.
Yeah, so I just want to, you were asking about the analytics.
Yeah. You said we should do reverse engineering. So, what's the point of spending so much energy to do this if there's no return on investment, right? So we want to see.
That's true.
Yeah. So we want to see what that means.
Just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna do. I don't know why my brother has my other laptop, so I just wanna have this. Uh, can I take a picture and like show you?
Okay.
Just a minute. Yeah. So this is for the last 3 months. I don't know if you can see it.
That is $40,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for the last 3 months. This
Okay.
is for 3 months because there was the 2 months that we really were not active because of the strikes I was talking about.
Okay.
So now for the last 3 months, we've been able to make up $40,000.
Okay.
3 months. That is December, Jan, Feb. So March is still ongoing. So March is not included in here. So
Okay.
March what YouTube does is that now we are working on the March. So March is gonna be paid on April. So they
Okay.
wait up until the month ends. So what we're gonna get paid this time is for last month. Is what we
Okay.
get paid this month. Yeah.
Can you show us for 6 months?
Yeah, 6 months. There were 2 months that we were not active. That's
Show
what
us,
I'm saying
show
about
us,
the copy strike.
yeah, so
Um,
show us including those months that you're not active.
okay,
If possible, go 7 months or 8 months, whichever.
okay. I want a custom. I'm doing the custom because it's easier on the laptop.
Okay.
Okay. So these 6 months, we are talking about, have in mind we only worked for 4 months.
Okay.
So the 2 months are really not gonna reflect
Okay.
because of the strikes I was talking about and
Okay.
how we
Okay.
were
So
able
show us
to
for
go
eight
about
months.
it.
Show us for 8 months then.
Okay. Um, just a minute. Sorry. It's going to lifetime. 8 months, December. So this one, have in mind there were 2 months, so it's like 6 months.
Okay.
Because 2 months we didn't work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then for a lifetime, for the total 2 years, we've been able to generate over $150,000, $155,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the reason why the last 3 months has been better than the other months? What has been
Because now this is the thing. For the 2 months, we didn't get paid. So have in mind the 8 months are kind of like, actually it's 7 months. They're like 5 months, because what happened when we got the strikes, as per se, 2 months we didn't post, because at first I was confused and I had fallen for the fraud. So I contacted YouTube, but they have to go the legal way. So what happened is that we had to wait until this guy, I contacted this guy, but they were demanding like $7,500. So what happened is that YouTube kind of gave him time. So there's like, it gave me 3 weeks, and then it gave the guy 2 weeks. So 3 weeks to get my stuff together to prove that yes, this is in fair guidelines. But before I got that, I was actually working on it on the last 2 days is when I was able to counter the strike and tell YouTube I'm ready to go the legal way, because I have proof I went through by the fair guidelines. And then this guy didn't get to proof. He didn't have any proof that the videos were his and everything, so he didn't do anything. But as per the legal procedure of YouTube, he was supposed to be given 2 weeks. They are always given 2 weeks. So for 2 months, we didn't post the content. And then for the third month, the algorithm had gone down. So the algorithm went down because of not posting for 2 months. That's what happens on YouTube. So let's say for 3 months we were not active at all. At all, things were going haywire. So that's why it's kind of showing some difference in income, because there were some 3 months which were not so good. The third month we were trying to come up again, because for 2 months we were not posting nothing. I hope you get me.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, what will you tell my mentees that have seen what you're doing, and I'm sure they really want to hear about what you're doing some other time. And what would you tell them if you were going to start over again? How would you be able to? How would you go about it? What would you say in maybe like in a 1 minute or 1 minute summary?
Yeah.
If you're going to start all over again, what would you do differently to get quicker? Because now where you are now, you've overcome a lot of stuff to get here. How would you do it easily, knowing fully well that most of them are students, so they don't have the facilities that you have to be able to work with to get to where you're going faster, but at least they can at least start at the moment. So what would you tell yourself?
If I was to start from scratch and maybe start from, and assume I'm a student, maybe back when I was a student, I would, number one, hope on trends, just like we discussed. Number two, I would make use of the AI is coming up so well. As we discussed, you can use in video to make your videos. You can use 11 Labs to have your voiceover and the script. And number three, I would also say be present, and know that your audience are not robots. They are human beings like you. So you need to give value. Focus on what you're giving. The money is gonna flow. Yeah, like if I was to say something in a very brief.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Any question, guys, before we let Sylvia go? Daniel.
Okay, sir. Thank you, ma, so much for this.
Most welcome.
Do you also get income from reels, from the short videos on YouTube?
I normally, what I did notice is that when the shorts came in, my the people we were in the same niche and everyone else, when they started mixing shorts and videos, they were not doing well. It was not kind of doing well. So I stayed away from shorts and mixing shorts. So what I do see is a short YouTube, like if you measure your channel on shorts, shorts. If it's long videos, long form videos. But at times some people mix. But for me, I just like to stay away because I did see what it did to some channels. It kind of flopped and all that. So I would say that I do sponsorships at times. I do get brands contacting if we can sponsor their videos. So on top of the Google AdSense, there is the ads that we do for specific brands. But in here, one has to be very careful because some people have become very like they are into fraud. So what they do is give you a link that leads to your channel, and before you know it, they hack your channel and start posting random things on your channel. So it's very important to verify the emails that are coming from the brands. For instance, someone can say, oh, we are coming from Google team, we want you to do this, or whichever. You have to look, is it a Gmail account? Because a brand will never use Gmail accounts to contact you. So the last dot what, like for instance, it's L'Oreal. I'm just giving an example. So L'Oreal, you need to verify their last email and see this is the company and they want you to advertise. So on top of the Google AdSense, you can always do sponsor ads to get more income. Did I answer the question?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
But for
Yes,
the
you did.
reels,
Thank you so much.
I guess for the shorts, mostly they do rely on maybe a bit of Google AdSense, but more of the YouTube pay YouTube, but which is not much. I would rather go for the long videos because they pay better, because there's a way now they can fix their Google ads and ads on your videos. But when it's just a short, like a 30 seconds, now it's hard to get monetized, like to make money via Google ads.
Awesome. Munira, last question before I let her go. Speaking to over 2 hours of our time.
Thank you, ma.
Munira, sorry.
Actually asking.
Well, we can't hear you. Like the volume?
Do you do mentorship? We would like to follow you if you have any social handles.
Social handles currently, I'm so anonymous because I was so focused in the faceless area, but I'm working on something. So I'll be establishing my social accounts soon, and like Instagram mostly. That's where I'm gonna be very much vibrant.
Don't worry,
So
I know
I'll
what
share
he's
with
asking.
Cecil.
Don't worry, I know what he's asking. He wants to have more access to you, and don't worry, we'll bring you some other time so that he can ask more questions and then he can get more information directly from you. Okay. Really appreciate you, Sylvie. Really appreciate you.
I do appreciate, and I'm happy.
I tried to get you in.
Thank you so much for the love.
Yeah, I tried to get you in last week. I know how your schedule is, so but I really I'm honored that you were able to come share your time. We don't take this for granted. I think some of the leaders on the call were even mentioning that this is the information you've shared with them at stuff that they sometimes they have to even pay for to get. But you're coming and sharing with them for free. It's really an honor, and we love you. We want to just say thank you so much, and we wish you the best. We're hoping that those numbers we saw on your phone triple in the really short time. You know?
Thank you.
That's our hope. That's really our hope for you. And we're looking forward to having you back because this is just not all the leaders. A lot of our leaders are not here, and so we're hoping that we're able to get you back to at least be able to still speak to the bigger team as well.
Sure.
And this is recorded, so I'll take my time to watch it, and then
Okay.
probably will it be okay with you if we share it with the leaders as well?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine.
All
Yeah.
right. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and see you soon.
Most welcome.
See you soon. Okay.
I do appreciate. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you so much for everyone who is here. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Thank you so much.
Good night. So, guys, well done. Great night. I think I recorded this session, so hopefully I'll take some time to watch it and then see what is in it that is critical. But I think there's a lot to learn.